What the? What? Oh, didn't see you there. Long time no see. Alright, so I've been walking around for a while trying to find a spot where there's no people. And I couldn't find a spot. Like, there's just people everywhere. It's just insane. That's what happens in London. But guess what? I found a place that has no people, which is a playground. And I think that says a lot about, like, kids not playing outside anymore. But hey, I'm taking it, man. It's a quiet, chill spot with some swings and all that. But yeah. Okay, so I feel like a lot of things I'm gonna say in this video are gonna overlap with what I said in my last video, where I said I was back and then proceeded to ghost you guys for 3 years. Sorry guys about that, my bad. I don't know, I thought I'd be back and then just life happened and then I didn't get back to it, and then the longer I was out, the harder it was to like get back into like the rhythm and all that. And so I just like forgot to make videos. But yeah, I don't know, this is me trying to get over my fear again, you know, my fear of content creation, because it is scary to like project yourself in front of like infinite amount of people, I guess. Like anyone can see your videos, and that's just like a stressful thought to have, you know? So before I quit YouTube, like I really wasn't sure who I was. Like I was just like a kid growing up, you know, I was like 15, but I was still figuring out what I like, what I don't like, who I am, what I stand for and all that. And I don't know, like, yeah, I was an artist who made YouTube videos and all that, but to me, it felt like I was often, like, taking other people's ideas and putting my twist to it, and that didn't feel like original content. And so in my head, I was always thinking to myself, oh, well, you can find way better content than mine anywhere else. I'm not actually, like, that special, you know, why do I keep making videos if they're not even that good? And just, like, a bunch of, like, thoughts like that. So that really didn't help, like, in keeping my channel consistent. Like, it felt like I was kind of like a fraud, you know, I shouldn't be here, like, what am I doing, like, making videos, like, but yeah, during my time off, like, I really figured out how to create without expecting anything in return. Like, I've tried so many different art forms, like, just so many different things while I was gone, and I really, like, learned how to appreciate creating, and, like, appreciating how long it takes, you know, appreciating that it's a whole process, and appreciating the journey of creating. And so, yeah, I think that was really a necessary step in my journey, especially like to get back on YouTube and all that. And so yeah, I'm insanely grateful for that development in my life. Alright, another thing that really didn't help in my YouTube journey was that a lot of the artists I looked up to were like, I don't know, showing off the glamorous lifestyle they achieved through YouTube money, you know, selling expensive art. And it kind of made me envy that, you know, it kind of made me think that success was money and fame. But after a couple rough years and a lot of pondering, I realized that real wealth is not fame, it's not money, but merely a byproduct of finding who you are and rolling with it. Like, I can never truly be successful if, like, I'm focused on the views and the subs and all that, because that will never be a consistent factor in my life. But if I find, like, love for creating, like, nothing can really stop me, because, like, I'm in love with the process and not the destination. And so that's exactly what I'm going to be focusing on when I come back on YouTube. Something else that's quite hard for me was moving away from like my hometown. I moved away from Switzerland in August 2021, and I moved to the UK, and that kind of destroyed my whole like routine I had going. Because before I left Switzerland, you know, I kind of gave up on school. Like, I realized that there was no way I was going to succeed in that system. Like, no matter how hard I would try, I would still fail and have to redo the year, or just like be shamed in front of the class and all that. So I just gave up and decided to like pursue art as like my only alternative, you know. If I wasn't able to like make YouTube videos and succeed, I really don't know what I would have done. And so yeah, that basically was my situation during like lockdown and all that, and it's why I worked so hard to try and like pursue my dreams and all that. But then moved to London, and that kind of like just changed everything. When I started school in London, I finally realized that I could succeed at something. Studying doesn't have to be torture, but it can actually be something where you can learn and actually pass and like be something that you want to be. A couple weeks into my first year of A-levels, my history teacher realized that something was off with my reading, and that led me to get diagnosed with dyslexia, and like everything clicked at that point. Honestly, my dyslexia diagnosis really changed everything. Like, everything in my life made sense. Why I couldn't pass at school, why I was having an insane amount of mistakes on every spelling test that they'd have, why like I could not learn German, why I could not spell in French, you know, everything made sense. And honestly, I can't believe like none of the Swiss teachers realized something was off, you know, like why can't this kid spell? Like he spells like a 3-year-old. What's going on? Nobody said anything about it though, but my history teacher caught it within like a couple weeks. Like it's just crazy. Like it would have saved me so much energy and like just embarrassment and all that if like someone would have told me that like you should probably get checked for dyslexia before. But yeah, it really changed a lot, and now like I kind of figured out how to use my brain, you know. I kind of figured out how like to study in a way that is actually beneficial to me, and I think that's really nice. And guess what, guys? Guess what? I'm at uni right now. That's crazy. None of my Swiss teachers could have predicted that, but I did it. I've done it. And so it's like it just shows like if you have anything that you think you can't achieve, you can achieve it. You can achieve it. I'm someone who can't read, okay? And I passed 2nd year of uni. And so, that's basically where I sit today. And yeah, I've realized that my only step forward now is to get back on YouTube and bridge the gap between my old and new self, because yeah, I want to show my old self that I don't give up, you know, no matter how hard it is to keep going, no matter how much I don't want to post a video because it's kind of scary that like people are going to be watching you and like have an opinion about you and all that. I can't give up. I can't let that kid just, I don't know, not see his dream come true. You know, I can do YouTube as well as doing all the other things that I like need to do in my life. So that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. Plus, I think I've learned so much about art and all that type of stuff that now that like I'm back, I think like what I'm gonna create is gonna be next level. It might take a while for videos to come out. You know, I'm not gonna like keep myself accountable to like a schedule or anything, but I think every time I post now, it's gonna be worth the wait. I think it's gonna be worth the wait because I have some insane ideas. Like I've really thought about this for years, and so I think I'm totally ready to be back. Totally ready to be back. On that note, I hope I said basically what I wanted to say. I really hope that when I'm editing, I don't find new things that I do want to say. But hey, I am so excited to show you guys what I've been working on, you know, behind the scenes for like the past couple years and all that. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited. But yeah, I don't think you guys are ready. But this new era is gonna be lit.